Hey folks, Craig from the Vinyl Record Player got a contest entry for Royce in the House. He's celebrating a lot of videos, a lot of subscribers. Let's get it. Buckle up. All right, and we're back. So Royce, he's got 200 videos under the belt. He's pushing towards 700 subscribers. Look in the comments below. Give him a subscribe. What's the worst thing that can happen? Again, it's free. But you know what? Let's just go ahead and do this contest. Kind of fun, good topics. I love the contest. The VC, love the VC, love the VC contest even more. Maybe not. No, I love the VC more. But let's go ahead and talk about 3 albums with 10-minute songs. Oh, of course. If you're a Deep Purple fan and you expected me to not whip out Deep Purple's Made in Japan, featuring the epic, I believe, 12.5-minute version of Child in Time. Ooh, what a classic. Rumor is about this song is that basically Ritchie Blackmore used to torment Ian Gillan, the lead singer, Ritchie Blackmore being the guitar legend behind Deep Purple, used to torment him by playing Child in Time. Obviously, if you know Child in Time, if you don't, you should check it out. It's one of the best, long tracks you'll ever hear. But also a lot of screaming, and basically it would just shred Ian Gillan's vocal cords, which, because Ritchie Blackmore and Ian, they had some problems. They weren't buddies. Anyway, it's kind of a funny tale behind it. But Made in Japan, you know what? I would not be surprised if there's more 10-minute jams on this one. Deep Purple, not known for keeping it tight and short, but again, different era. And again, this is a great live LP. One of the best ever, I believe. Renaissance. How about Ashes Are Burning? I thought to myself, it's got to be Can You Understand? You know what? 10-minute songs? Nope. How about 9 minutes and 49 seconds for Can You Understand? One of, in my opinion, the best symphonic rock tracks ever created. But nope. But you know what? Renaissance still delivers. What's that? How about 11 minutes on the 11 minutes and maybe 24 seconds? Don't even care. Great track as well. Also features the guitarist Andy Fraser. No, that's the dude from Free. The guitarist, the key guitarist from Wishbone Ash, plays a solo on Ashes Are Burning. 11 minutes. This album is great. If you see this, and you know what, I've seen this around for like $3, $4, $5. Renaissance, hugely underappreciated band, but this is kind of, I think, one of their best. Ashes Are Burning. And the title track, Ashes Are Burning, clocking in just over 11 minutes. Oh, the Brothers Isley. One of my favorite albums. Brother from 1972, I think. I think it's 1972. Might be 73. But at any rate, I think this is 72. This is before they became just preceding the LP 3+3, where they added some brothers. And then they just basically turned into funk behemoths for the rest of the decade and frankly into the 80s. These guys are magical players. Wow. So this, of course, I got to go to their cover of the Carole King classic, It's Too Late, clocking in at over 10 minutes. It's heart-rending and heart-wrenching, but wow, really good song. It's Too Late, the Isley Brothers, 10 minutes long. Another song. All right, second part of the contest. That's a 3-parter. So hey, stick around to the end for a little surprise. How about? Okay, yeah, easy does it. I mean, we're talking about Shaft. 3 movie soundtracks. This is my number 1. Obviously, if you know Isaac Hayes at all, you probably have this. This is always considered the entry point. I would disagree. I would say Hot Buttered Soul, absolute epic album. This is great though. I don't love soundtracks. I'm not a fan. Usually I'm not. This one, wow. This one is a stunner. Isaac Hayes, obviously, if you know the man, just epic in his arrangements, in his ability to, I guess, bring the symphony to so many of his tracks. Soundtrack for Shaft. This was a Grammy Award winner as well. So anyway, Shaft, the soundtrack, I believe is from 72. 72, I think. Looks that way. Oh, classic appearance on the channel. How about Claudine? I've been showing this album a lot lately, I gotta admit. But this is these are tracks that are the score was written and produced by who? How about Curtis Mayfield? Woo! And then who's doing all the singing on this? On this Claudine, a film starring James Earl Jones and Diane Carroll. Again, haven't seen it. Kind of, I'm gonna go check out the trailer after I'm done with this video. But Gladys Knight and the Pips all over it. This is Gladys Knight and the Pips in peak period form, just rocking it. And you know what? They're doing Curtis Mayfield songs. I don't see how there's a negative there. Do you? Do you? At any rate, Claudine for my second soundtrack. Oh, best reggae original soundtrack ever released. Book it. Just book it. You could try to recommend something. In fact, in the comments, if you can recommend something, I would love it because, woo, this one's a win. Jimmy Cliff, kind of the main headline performer on this, but you know what? There's some classics all over. You got Toots and the Maytals, Desmond Decker, the Decker, plus Slickers with my favorite, Johnny Too Bad. Woo! This is, I already said it. It's the best reggae original soundtrack ever released. Although I'm sure there's some folks out there, maybe John, 6-inch pianist, as an example. He probably knows something else. But wow, this soundtrack, you should have it. If you like reggae in any way, this one is one you should pick up. I got this one probably for $5 back in the days, but nowadays, woo, you're gonna be paying about 20 bills for this, but ooh, so worth it. Great soundtrack, The Harder They Come, Jimmy Cliff, and Friends. So now we'll do 3 albums with great keyboard players. I'm gonna start off right here. How about Lee Michaels? Lee Michaels, woo! Dude can play an organ. He can rip an organ. He is a Hammond master. Really underrated guy. If you know Lee Michaels, you know him from the song Do You Know What I Mean, which is from his album Fifth, which was his 5th album. So by that point, he's already got 4 albums. Well, this is, I believe, his 2nd one. Heidi High is the key track on this. Check out Heidi High, but I would say hold off, because if you hear Heidi High, you will want to hear it again and again, and it will remain in your musical lexicon for the rest of your life. So you've been warned. But at any rate, yeah, it's a pretty good album. I would say the one problem is that side 1 is 20 minutes, and there's a huge section of like drum solo, like literally, like it's great drumming, but it's a lot of drum solo. But anyway, yeah, Stormy Monday, great version of that on here. Lee Michaels, always worth a look. Look beyond his album Fifth with the big hit. Lee Michaels does some great stuff, and again, the man can just howl on the Hammond, and great player. Yeah. How about Ken Hensley from Uriah Heep? This, of course, is Demons and Wizards from 1973, maybe 72. Seem to be all from the same era at this point today, doesn't it? Anyway, yeah, great album. Nothing more to say. Ken Hensley, one of the premier keyboard players in rock, songwriter as well, wrote so many of Uriah Heep's classics. This band is deeply underrated. I think they should be up there with the likes of like a Black Sabbath and, you know, like a Deep Purple. These guys are really, really good. Anyway, Demons and Wizards, Ken Hensley, great organ player. Performance on this alone, Goldie McJohn, Goldie! I'm pretty sure Goldie McJohn is not his real name, but gentleman with a big curly afro, I believe that's him right there. Oh, this album's a scorcher for organ. First of all, let me just say, if you've heard Born to Be Wild and you've heard just the screeching Hammond bit, that's him. Right away, great keyboard player. We're done. Talk no more. Next record. But I will. I'll keep talking. I mean, The Pusher. Woo, great keys on that. But for me, as is always going to be the case on this amazing LP, I got to go to side 2 for the opening track, Desperation. Ooh, smoking Hammond on that one. And also, again, wow, what a song. I think it's one of Steppenwolf's best, if not their best song. For me, Desperation, Steppenwolf. This is their first album, obviously featuring Born to Be Wild. But great album. Goldie McJohn, I think he pretty much continued with the band most of their early period. A great organ player, kind of really, I think he kind of reintroduced the Hammond to rock. Although it was already there, but I think he just kind of, things changed after Goldie took the spot, let's just say. And for the bonus entry was, hey, show an album that comes with a poster. Well, if I move my head over here, you see over my head, that of course is the Lee Hazelwood poster for the album and movie. I'm sorry, it's not a real movie. It's more like a long music video. That is, of course, Cowboy in Sweden from, I think, also 72. Wow, this is a real 72 kind of a day, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, really, this package was hilarious. I don't usually, I spent $32.99 plus tax on this dog, and I don't do that. I'm like keep it in the $5 to $15 range, but it was Lee, and it came with all this stuff. I mean, there's a film program over there. There's that giant poster. There's a DVD of the movie. Again, it's not really a movie. It's more like a promo film with him and a lovely lady kind of, they're singing on horses and galloping around and doing their thing. At any rate, yeah, this is for the bonus entry, Cowboy in Sweden, Lee Hazelwood. Another classic from the Lee Hazelwood canon, you could say. So that's it. Like, subscribe. You're still here. If you're not liking, I don't know what you're doing. In the comments, give me a great soundtrack that you just can't get enough of. How about a keyboard player that I should know? And then how about throwing down a 10-minute track that I really shouldn't live without? I'd love to hear about it. Yeah. So you know what? I'm just gonna say that congrats to Royce. Don't forget to subscribe to him. He's he's well known as one of the nicest gentlemen in the VC. So you got to. But you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I'll see you on the next one.